Yo, 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 what's going on? What's going on, everybody? Hey, it is Sunday, January 14th, 2024. Thank you for joining Lunar Beaches Crypto. I am David. Today we're going to be talking about Bitcoin, of course, and crypto. And yeah, first I just want to say thank you to Indie Rock Crypto, LFG, let's go. Justin Eubanks, what's going on, man? And then, Indie Rock Crypto says he's rocking in 2 feet of snow waiting for the Lions game, baby. Stoked to see you, LBC. Stoked to see you, my friend. And says, sounds good, bruvy. I'm glad that it sounds good. I'm glad. 2 feet of snow. Amazing. We're supposed to be getting some snow today in the good old M Town. Yeah, 2 feet of snow. That's quite a bit. We're gonna get like 1 to 5 inches is what they're saying, which is like pure chaos for here. No milk, no eggs, no gasoline, no nada. He gone. That's the last message that I got yesterday during my first live by Dave Digital. He said he gone. That's when my internet dipped on me and said he gone. That was a lot of fun. Otter candle. About time to start throwing some waves up in there, bruh. That's my thing. My emoji's the waves, I guess. That's what I started. Everybody started having emojis, so now I'm doing the waves. I'm doing the waves, baby. Let's go. Doing the waves, kind of like that right there. Bada bing, bada boom. But yeah, Lions better not let me down. I'm not typically a betting man. But I decided to play some bets yesterday. And I bet on the Lions to do good, to do well, okay? That's all I'm saying. Don't be mad. Don't be mad. Don't be mad like that. So I'm guessing if you live anywhere near Michigan, I lived in Michigan for like 9 months. I lived in Ferndale, it's right outside of Detroit. I lived there during one of the hottest winters on record. So I got to see just 6 inches of snow. But yeah. So I kind of have a little partial thing for the Lions, because I got friends up there now. So, but it's neither here nor there. The Lions are playing. Hold on, I can't look. The Lions are playing the Chargers. No, not the Chargers. The Chargers. No, the Rams. Same thing. L.A. Rams. Jared Goff is gonna go off. No. All right. Anyway, let's talk Bitcoin. All right. I want to talk about this little chart right here, which you might not be able to see unless I move myself over. So this is Bitcoin. These are which one do I have it on? Sorry. This is miner supply ratio, and this is the price of Bitcoin. As you can see, we got miner supply ratio drifting down as price comes up. Imagine that. As the supply decreases, our price increases. It's kind of okay, and we did see a little spike here, right here, on our miner supply. So, what happened here? Why did we get a spike on our miner supply ratio? It's a good question. Someone answer it for me in the chat. Exchange well ratio. This is cryptoquant.com, by the way. This is good stuff to look at. LA Rams, LA Raiders, Chargers, Rams, Dodgers, yeah, right? LA's got all the teams. That's what I want to say. What? They got 2 NBA teams, 2 football teams. It's like, why? They're 2 baseball teams too? Is it because the city's so big they need or it takes so long to get from one side of it to the other, so they got to have like one team on one side and one team on the other side? just so they can, make as much money as possible. Basically, probably. Who cares about the whale ratio? Anybody? Does anybody care about the whale ratio? Looks like it's been coming down because they sold off a little bit up in here. Shouldn't have done that. And they sold a little bit up in here. Shouldn't have done that. Now, these whales could be the exchanges for all I know. And this could be when the funds were picking up their Bitcoin for the ETFs. Would not surprise me one bit on that front. Exchange. I had the exchange flows. That's what I'm looking for. Exchange flows. So I want to look at the exchange outflow of Bitcoin. How we looking on that front? If we have more Bitcoin leaving exchanges and coming onto exchanges, then that would be a bullish signal. Of course, we can see we've got some spike up in here. This is the 11th. That would be Thursday when the ETFs launched. So we had Wednesday was the approval, Thursday was the launch. So we have an increase in exchange outflows, Bitcoin leaving exchanges, all really during this week here. So that's actually bullish. That's kind of what we want to see. We want to see big spikes in exchange outflows. We don't want them coming onto the exchange. We don't want Bitcoin coming onto the exchange because if we see an increase in the flow of Bitcoin coming onto exchange, that is whales and whoever else just looking to sell their Bitcoin. Where do I think it's going? I personally think, I grabbed the wrong thing. I personally think that it's all going into the altcoins. I think we have reason to believe that the altcoins is where it's at. The intro tune sounds like Gunship. Love this, dude. I love Gunship. It's funny you say that. I love Gunship. I love the new synthwave type stuff and the beats, new synth beats. I'm all over that stuff, man. And I love Gunship too. Tech Noir, and yeah, I love Gunship. I care about what you care about. I never see the whale ratios. I don't think it really matters, to be honest with you. I think I need to turn myself up just a tad. Just to be honest, I don't really know. Large holders inflow. So if you did not know, let's take the oscillators off of here. If you didn't know, you can actually come up in here in TradingView and type in Bitcoin miners. Whoops. And you can, let's see, flows, Bitcoin miners, flows, miner flows. There we go, miner flows. Bitcoin miner flows, and you can look up your totals on here. You've got this is total flows of all mining pools measured in USD. I kind of want to see measured in actual and real units, or measured in USD. No. Let me do BTC. BTC would probably be better. BTC miner flows. Total Dogecoin. I didn't even see all this on here earlier. Why is all this crap on here now? Bitcoin miner total flows. We're in, we're out, we're in, we're out, we're in, we're out. Big in, big out. So that's the story. The story is what are we doing with the grayscale? What are we doing with the grayscale and the IBIT, the grayscale, the GBTC and the IBIT up in the LBC? What are we doing with that stuff? You know what I mean? Are we yeah. Yeah, you can look up a lot of stuff on TradingView, Indie Rock. You can look up all kinds of stuff. Like, there's something, like I did one yesterday, Fed funds rate. I'm going to add the Fed funds rate. We can look at that. I don't know. I mean, I do know why you would want to look at this, but this is like the Fed funds rate. You can see the increase over time. Oh, and look at that. if this isn't scary at all, let me show you something. We've got here and here, okay? Do you know what this is on the Fed funds rate, guys? If you can see the date. You can't. Do you know what this is? Anybody in the chat want to take a guess? This is the Great Recession of 2008. Oh, look where we are right now. That's nothing to worry about. Nothing. No concern. No concern. We got plenty of money, guys. Plenty of money to... We got plenty of money to boost these assets, right? We'll see. Or are we just going to see Bitcoin be kind of distributed into the altcoins, and then we get a little boost in the altcoins? He said COVID. Wrong. It was 2007, 2008. This was COVID. Silly. Actually, this is COVID. This was COVID. This was the Great Recession. But then again, look at this. What is this? This is the 80s. Can y'all imagine a 19% Fed funds rate? Can y'all imagine that? I can't. And I work here. Yeah. Let's see. Yeah. So we can actually pair this. What I like to do is I like to go to the Bitcoin chart. Let me do one that's got some history on it. I like to go to the Bitcoin chart or to like your S&P or your Dow, anything with like a long-term data set. Actually, let me do the Dow instead because of that history. So we're going to look at the Dow, and what we're going to do is we're going to click the little compare button up here. And why are we on? Get off of that. We're going to click this little compare button up here, and we're going to click Fed Funds New Price Scale. Okay. All right. So right here, we can see when we started getting cuts here in the past, this was the Great Financial Crisis. So when they started cutting rates, boom, what started happening? I thought cutting rates was bullish, guys. Everybody keeps saying cutting rates is bullish. Cut rates. Slam. I know I just went over this yesterday, but my stream got cut off, so we're doing it. We're doing it again. Cut rates, bearish price action. Why do you think that is? Well, probably because the market likes to go against the sentiment. Yay, we're cutting rates. What are we going to do? Well, the big players are going to sell off into retail that's buying because retail is bullish. And then once we get low interest rates, guess who starts buying up all the assets? Oh, I wonder. Maybe it's the big guys. Maybe the big guys are like, hey, we'll start buying up all the assets that you are now selling because you're scared, and we're starting to increase rates. So, and then once we get to the very top, we'll just do it all over again. We'll start cutting the rates, put out a narrative that this is super bullish, and then get you to buy our stock or crypto, whatever it is. Another fun one to add on here is M2 money supply. M2 money? Yeah, US M2. New price scale. Oh, look at that. What? It's kind of crazy how the price of assets goes up when we increase the monetary supply. But what is this, though? Uh-oh. We got high interest rates, and we're cutting back on our money supply, on increasing our money supply. In fact, the Fed has been doing reverse repo for quite some time, which is effectively a type of quantitative easing Their reverse repos all dried up. They're basically done with that. Where's the money going to come from? That's my only question to everybody that's like way super, super bullish. I like the way your mouth looks, Lunar. So I decided to pop in, brother. I like the way your mouth looks. Yeah, I like the way your mouth looks, Billy. It's a real pretty fine mouth. I need me some biscuits and gravy. That's what I like. I like that biscuits and gravy. You give me that sausage, I'll tear it up, boy. Good to see you, Billy. So glad you're here, man. Mad love, as always. I guess I'm still pretty new, but I don't know why people look at all these different charts. I look at BTC and the coins I trade. I identify ranges with volume profiles and trade accordingly. This isn't really about trading. It's just about understanding the macro view of things. If you can understand where the money is flowing, the reason why people assess stuff like this, Dave Digital, is because they become professional traders, okay? And then they stop. They're not degens, okay? So they do this thing called risk on, risk off, and they hedge by doing that, right? They do their spot positions and stuff like that and whatever, and they say, okay, this is a risk on environment, this is a risk off environment. I'm going to be in assets or I'm going to be in cash. This is why people look at stuff like this. If it's not what you do, fine. It's fine. That's you. It's all you, man. Everybody's trading style is different. Everybody likes to look at different things. I do like to look at a macro view. I also like to just go into Bitcoin and degen trade. I like to do it all. I'm a trader. I'm not a professional trader, but I'm a trader. Okay? That's all I'm saying. I need some B and G. What? In real life right now? Wait. So are we risk on or risk off? Whoo, buddy. I'd say we're risk off, but nobody wants to hear that. But I am a degen also. So I'm trading alts. I don't even care about Bitcoin right now, to be quite frankly. I don't care. Other than let me get this other crap off here. Other than the market cap of Bitcoin, that's all I really care about. And we did get that harsh rejection at the 618, at that $920 trillion mark, or billion. Oh God, could you imagine the trillions of dollars in that? 2023 seemed quite risk on. It was. Yeah, it kind of was. And the reason why, all right, so the Fed funds rate is like the main thing. That's why monetary policy drives so much of these markets. That's really something that people should pay attention to, if not for the psychological aspect of it. And I'm maintaining this thesis that I have about it. And that is that markets become risk off when there's uncertainty about what the Fed is going to do. And then once there's certainty about what they are doing, what their goals are, and once they start doing, instead of doing 75% or basis points and 75 basis points and 50 basis points, we get like 225 basis points in a row, and they kind of start softening their language a little bit. That adds a little more confidence to the market psychologically, so people start being a little more risk on. Also, they start knowing, okay, this is where the Fed is. I know how to position my capital now. Therefore, I'm just not as afraid to put my money in assets. So that's my thing. Whether or not they're hiking rates or cutting them, it's not. Once you get too close to the midpoint or towards the end of that cycle, towards the end of the rate increase or decrease part of the cycle, once you get towards the end of that, I think that is when you become bullish. But while there's uncertainty and while they're doing the hiking or the cutting, it's kind of like kind of wait and see approach, kind of just like, let's not do too much right now. So if you would have done that after like their first 75 basis points, and you would have been like, and you would have started buying once it started to become clear what the objective was, you would have seen all of this, all of it. Okay, that's all I'm saying. Okay, now degen. So yeah, it's just that's how I like to look at the bigger picture, because if you can have a general understanding of where the market is going to go, then you can start, I don't know, you can start doing some swing trading. Okay, we're looking a little bullish, so why don't I start just like maybe start putting in some like 3x leverage positions, we're not trying to get too crazy. And then, if just imagine starting a 3x leverage position right here, somewhere right here, or in this whole little area right here, just accumulating. The Fed throughout this entire time, this is where the capital, this is kind of where they kind of started leveling off, right? So we start seeing that capital get shifted around, and as it's being shifted around and we're accumulating at that range, once they're finally done with that, boom, they send price higher. Then all of a sudden, hey, we got this ETF that's going to come out. You guys want to buy it from us? Since we just bought all of our Bitcoin down here. Hey, you want to come and buy our Bitcoin off of us? Here we go. Here you go. Come buy our Bitcoin. So this week is going to be important because we want to see what kind of buying pressure comes in for these ETFs. If what is being said about all those grayscale Bitcoin, the people selling off their GBTC, we're going to see if they're going to be buying the other ETFs that have lower fees. And I believe BlackRock has the lowest fee. I think one of them, I think it was Bitwise, maybe has like 0 fees for like the first 6 months or until they reach $5 billion. Maybe that was BlackRock. Either way, it doesn't matter. There's a whole fee thing, and it's whatever. I don't really care. Last time I checked, I could buy Bitcoin on Strike, I think, without fees. So, I mean, I don't buy Bitcoin anywhere other than, honestly, Coinbase. I have a recurring just set up, just let it buy, and I don't even care what price it is. I'm just picking up sats. That's my 401k. So that's all I care about. This short-term stuff, everybody's, trying to figure out what we're going to do. Are we going to crash? Are we going to get a Crypto Savvy's 3K? Hold on. Let's go to an actual price chart. Are we going to go to Savvy's 3K? Blockchain Backers 3K. Credible Crypto says we're seeing new all-time highs before the halvening, whichever one. And then I see very little people, well, maybe some people that stick to the 4-year cycles. I don't really think we're connected to a 4-year cycle, but especially now that we're more tied to the stock market than ever. But what I kind of see more likely to happen is just crab walk, because I think we're going to see, a little bit of crab walk as capital is starting to shift around a little bit and Bitcoin is getting bought up. As long as we're still at 900 Bitcoin a day, then we have, where's the ETFs? April, so that's about right here. Yeah, because this is a monthly chart. Let's go to the weekly. Yeah, so we have, is this distribution or is it accumulation? That's the biggest question. Halfening, yeah. Yeah, the halfening. Halfpenny, in case you didn't know, is one person that people believe could be Satoshi or was part of the group that was Satoshi. Nobody knows who Satoshi is. Do you think Satoshi is still alive? Put a 1 in chat if you do. Put a 2 in chat if you think Satoshi is dead. Put a 3 in chat if you think Satoshi is a group of people. I just said that, Dave. Isn't Hal one of the people that might be Satoshi? Yes. Yes. That is the rumor. That is one of the rumors. Yes. Sorry, I'm still a little congested. We've had a crazy week of weather. It was 60 degrees 2-3 days ago. Today the high is supposed to be like 22. So, all right. Billy says he's alive. Dave Digital says it's the government, so he picked 3. It's a group of people. It's the NSA. So I've heard that Satoshi Nakamoto stands for or CIA. I said CSA, CIA. What is this stuff? CIA Satoshi. I said Satoshi. Whoops. The Bitcoin conspiracy. Let's see. Government projects. Some believe that Bitcoin might have been created by a government agency such as the CIA or NSA. The idea is that they wanted to... All right, you're going to be one of those websites? F off. I'm done with you. I'm trying to have fun, but you're going to do that kind of crap to me while I'm live? I'm not dealing with it, bro. I thought I put this on weekly. All right. Anywho, it is funny how he came straight up to that monthly fair value gap and rejected hard off of it, isn't it? I mean, not funny, but, you know. Daily. All right, let's just go ahead and start looking at some charts, okay? We do have a daily fair value gap right here. Now, the thing is, we are more tied to the stock market now more than ever. So, today, are we going to get... Let's go to the ETFs real quick. Let's see. 1 day, 16 hours. Oh, yeah, it's a holiday. It's Martin Luther King Day tomorrow. So, banks are closed. Dang it. So, we got to wait a whole other day before we see how these... man. We got to see how they do in the U.S. anyway. Other markets will open today. Australian market will open at 5 or 6. So we've got that. We've got the Sydney market. But these are all U.S.-based ETFs. So, yeah, they won't be going live until Tuesday. I was going to see, one of them was trading pre-market the other day. Was it Grayscale? I want to say it was Grayscale. But that might have been because it was GBTC, like it was their trust before they did their futures before they did the trust fund, whatever. This market is closed 1 day and 16 hours. Are they all just going to say 1 day, 16 hours? It looks like it. Okay, well, I thought one of them was trading pre-market the other day. Anybody know which one that might be? Was it the BlackRock one? No. I don't know. Damn, I love Sunday night trades. Guess I'll wait till Monday night. Yeah. I mean, yeah. I mean, you still have London. You still have Asia. You still have Asia and Australia tonight, and then London at 2 a.m. and then or Eastern time is I think it's 3 a.m. and so we still have all the other markets to move some stuff around that might want to make things a little volatile for us, give us some volatility. Let's go down to the 4 hour. All right. So what I like to do is I like to find the fair value gap I like to, so this whole down move right here, see how we have like this fair value gap, and then we have a fair value gap here, and one right here a little bit. This one got taken care of. But what I like to do is I like to get it down to 1. So I'll put in like different time frames. Like this is 6 hour, perfect. That's the one right there. That's the one, 6 hour. So now what I want to see is I want to see price come up here and close above this fair value gap. If I get a close above that fair value gap, then I would expect price to continue higher. That doesn't mean we can't get a pullback first, but that would solidify to me that we are not going to break these lows or this low, that we will continue higher first before we come back down, if we are to come back down. Like I said, it's day by day. But we do have some, looks like we have some nice accumulation going on in here. This is a 6 hour chart as well. So it's all, we're doing something here. We're doing something down here at about, what is that, between 42, basically between 42, what's the low? 42,500 and 43,000. So we've got something going on. We got something brewing, because it's kind of coiling up a little bit. Let's go down a little bit lower. Let's go down to the 1 hour. And let's see what we're dealing with. All right, turn off that stupid magnet. Kind of got a little bit of a triangle going on in here. Do we count this big old wick? Do we count the BD? BDE? Or BWE? So this is it's kind of a symmetrical triangle. Symmetrical triangles typically like 50-50. They could go up, could go down. The question is, do we have stuff over here? Well, let's go ahead and turn on the chart prime and see if we have any ordered blocks. Nothing there on the 1 hour. Let's go down to the 15-minute. Might have to go up higher. Gotta watch that green dot on the Sig Sauer. Oh, Sig Sauer. Dave. All right, we are underneath our what is it? A dynamic reactor on chart prime dynamic reactor. Start getting above that. That would look really nice, really nice. How much? I'd like to get above that. And then, so if we are pulling this is based off of a whole bunch of different factors. But if we can get above that and do something like that, where we get above the band, hit the one of these order blocks, up here, come down, do a back test of the dynamic reactor, then I would expect a push up to the upside. This could be, if you're following a 200 EMA, it would probably be something similar of the sort, where you're just waiting for it to break above that EMA, back test it, and then bounce off of it for a confirmation, especially if you get a break of a high as such. Then that would confirm a good solid breakout for you, and then you could trade that up to the highs up here. I don't know if I would trade it up to this high quite yet, but we do have a large hourly candle here. I do have the wick of this candle picked up here. Let me get rid of this. So I have that wick up here that I'm looking for price to get back up to. I do think it's possible we get back up to there. Definitely right up here around 47.8. I really think we should get at least the midpoint of this candle here. That's what I would be looking for. Let me go ahead and throw on a magnet on here. Let's extend this to the right. All right, so that midpoint of that candle is what I would be looking for, which is 47,600. So really strong area right here. We have liquidity zone, order block, golden pocket, right around 47.8, 47.9, somewhere in there. So that's what I want to see. That's what I'd like to see. I think we at least get pulled up to there, okay? At some point. Now, that does not mean that we cannot dip our toes a little lower here, but we'll just have to wait and see. My main concern when I zoom out, of course, if you've been following me at all, is the equal highs and equal lows. We've got, this is Coinbase. So now these, let me so if it's not on Coinbase, but it is on futures or on perps, then that'll be interesting. Let's go to Femex perp. All right, so it is on the perp, but it's not on the Coinbase. Let's see. Can we get a little dip here, or is this thing going to keep cranking? So you say there's a green dot on the 6 hour? Where's my Schaefer market cipher? Schaefer market cipher B. Green dot on the 6 hour, confirmed. All right. Confirmed green dot on that 6 hour. This says our money flow is still in the green. This says our money flow is a little in the red, but that could flip up to green easily. Yes. Let's go to the 4 hour. Got to get Lunar on a few other channels. When you ready? Well, when I don't have a day job. To be quite honest with you. Got to let him sharpen the saw blade a bit more. Oh, got a sling blade and got to sharpen it. Yeah. Well, yeah, I got to do this a lot more often. That's for sure. And I've got to come prepared. You got to be prepared when you're going on a show, okay? You got to have your things lined up. You got to know what you're talking about, okay? And you probably shouldn't be talking like how I'm talking right now, because people might not take it seriously, you know, because people take crypto people very seriously, especially other crypto people. Hey, I hate the Cowboys, but I married a woman that's a huge Cowboys fan, and I put a lot of money on the Cowboys today, so let's see. Come on, guys. The Packers suck. The Packers suck. Y'all can at least beat the Packers, right? I used my new DraftKings membership money on a bonus thing, and I did like an 8-pick parlay. So if I win on that 8-pick parlay, I make $950. I don't know how realistic it is, but it's not my money. It's house money. I already made back the money that I put in, and I took it out. So I'm playing with house money, baby. Let's go. And that's it. That's how my betting goes. If I lose it all, if I lose my house money, I'm done. I don't really like betting, so I was just kind of bored yesterday and was like, let me just play these games real quick. See what happens. Where's that parlay? Let me see what you guys think. Where's the 8 picks? All right. Over 98.5 yards for CeeDee Lamb. You're a Browns fan? Wait. Got what I've been getting my whole life. Oh, 57 years of losing. Yeah, sorry. I actually picked Houston on a lot of stuff yesterday, and that's why I did so well. So I've been watching them all year as a Titans fan, dude. Yeah. That's CJ Stroud, man, and Nico Collins. Some bad boys. Over 98.5 on CeeDee Lamb receiving yards. Over 50.5 total points. Aaron Jones touchdown, any kind of touchdown. Over 14.5 rushing yards for Dak Prescott. Over 10.5 rushing yards for Jordan Love. Over 61.5 yards for Tony Pollard. Rushing yards. Over 23.5 points for the Cowboys. And the first to 10 points, I picked Cowboys. So if all of those hit, I get $950. So let's go. I hope they all hit. Let's go. What you know. All right, y'all got anything y'all want me to look at? Y'all got any altcoins or anything? I'm kind of bored looking at Bitcoin, to be quite honest with you. I'm done. I'm done with Bitcoin. It's Boomer Coin. It's in the legacy system now. I'm done. I'm done with it. Bitcoin's legacy asset now. Give me Bitcoin Satoshi vision. Let me get that Bitcoin Satoshi vision. Green dot. Craig writes the real Satoshi. We all know that, right? So I was doing some math yesterday, okay? I'm going to start doing stuff like this because I think it would be good to create shorts with it. So we've got our BlackRock ETF, okay? BlackRock ETF. Let's just say $10 million in seeding, okay? And then we have our Grayscale ETF, okay? $10 million leaving. This is just simple math, okay? So if we have our Grayscale $10 million leaving at a price of $48K, now we have, and then we have this $10 million over here from BlackRock waiting to buy up Bitcoin for the people that have left Grayscale. But now price is at $43,000. Okay. So that means people are going to get $10 million worth of Bitcoin at a $5,000 discount, right? Minus $5,000. $5,000 discount. That's a lot of Bitcoin. That's a lot of Bitcoin. Right? So now we can get a lot of extra Bitcoin for BlackRock. Who's BlackRock's custodian? I don't remember. It's either Coinbase or JPM. I think it's JP Morgan. I don't know. Either way, I think JP Morgan's custodian is Coinbase. I think it's all tied to Coinbase. So then we got to look up. All right. Coinbase. Can we look up? Let's see. Coinbase Bitcoin holdings. Put $500 in, pull it out. Look at you, man. Pull out game strong, Billy. Coinbase holds 5% of global Bitcoin supply, amounting to $25 billion. All right, so how many billions of dollars are we going to see go into Coinbase to buy up more Bitcoin? Okay, that's the question. If they only have $25 billion and somebody comes in with $5 billion and they buy up $5 billion, that leaves them with $20 billion worth of Bitcoin. How does that affect the price? Well, you're leaving them with only 1/4 or 1/5 left of Bitcoin. So how does Coinbase then start selling? Like, what price do they start selling it at a premium is what they start to do. Now, if the people only buy the exact same amount of Bitcoin, then I would expect the price of Bitcoin to get back up to here. Cool. Then we need extra Bitcoin to start being bought, okay? Then we need that extra Bitcoin to start being bought. So this is kind of what I want to see for the week ahead. I want to see price come back up to here, get back to our level where we need to be before the ETFs, before capital and Bitcoin just started moving around. And then I want to start seeing an accumulation phase of some kind for, I don't know, a month, 2 months. During this time, as Bitcoin is being accumulated, I expect the altcoins to be accumulated as well. Then we get our altcoin run up, altcoins rally, and then Bitcoin shoots up to the 702 at $53,000. Bang, bang, gang, gang, $1 trillion market cap plummet. Okay? That's where it is. That's where we're headed. Maybe. We'll see. Like I said, day by day. But this is kind of what I want to see. And this is still January, guys. This is still January. So we could see something like this. It's still January. I'd like to see something like that. Come back down. Maybe not down that low. Maybe we just come back down to test this high right here. Right? Maybe we come back down to there, test that high. This high right here. Come back down, test that high. Right back at 45K. Right? And then shift back to the upside. Maybe we do some more accumulation and shift back to the upside. So that's what we're going to be looking out for. We're going to look out for that 702, that $1 trillion market cap for Bitcoin. That's going to be a strong level for me of resistance, that is. So, or at least a level to watch. It could be resistance, or we could just plow right through it. So, but yeah. All right, guys, and whoever else is watching, did y'all put any altcoin? I don't see any alts in the chat, bruh. I'm your Sunday sermon, bro. We're preaching the Bitcoin gospel. My bet it goes to 36 to 38 before we move. Just my worthless opinion. You're not worthless. Damn it, Billy. Don't you ever say something like that. Ever again. Top. Are you serious right now? Give me this trend line. Let's just go from here to here. And let's do a little bit of a measured move. Oh, Billy. You silly, silly man. How dare you say something that makes sense and would totally spook the market. Oh, look at that. It's where we, left this range from. Right there. Oh, look at that. Imagine. Very top. Yeah, it's probably a little too much. Maybe. We can see. What's that get us down to? 36.5-ish? I don't know that we'll get that. Yeah. So, yeah, that looks like I could see us getting down to where we started this big push up. I could also see us taking all of these lows out. Every single one of them. And then we have a nice little block here that we could dig into. Anytime you see just like a straight up line like this, that is going to be a point of interest in the future for me. Okay? For me, that is a point of interest. Why? There's a lot of stuff going on there. Okay? A lot of buy-in happened there. And actually, I would even say that it's this part right here just before it that's even more interesting, because that is where they started to buy. And even before that, we've got a double low. Oh, no. How low are we going to go, Bitcoin? How low? Don't do it to us. Don't do it to us. Day by day, guys. Day by day. It's not going to come falling out of the sky, especially with legacy money in here now, okay? It's not just going to... I know this looks kind of crazy, but this is grayscale, okay? This is the big boys moving their stuff. So they say. So the Hopium says. But yeah, Billy definitely could see us coming down to that level. That is a strong level that I would be paying attention to for sure. If we come down there, I'm probably, of course, we would want to see a shift. So if we do come down here, then what we would be looking for is a shift in market structure where we come down, maybe not even like that. Maybe it's like this and then like that. That's what I like to see. So we come down, give our false bottom. Crypto loves to do one more dump. We get that one more dump, shift to the upside, break that high right there, come back down, and then get going. Something like that. So we can have different kinds of W patterns in here. We can have this one, or we can have the one that I just showed. So, or something like that even. Or we could just keep going right here. Doesn't really matter. But be prepared for anything coming your way. Be very cautious because this could be a bear flag. Could be a bear flag. So just keep that in mind. Could be bear flagging it out, and we could see that drop that Billy is looking for, okay? Now, how did I... Yeah. So this is previous high, okay? So this is where we broke out from. So it would make sense for us to come back down and back test that, to be quite frank. It would make a lot of sense for us to come down and back test that. So I wouldn't put it past Bitcoin to dip its toes below 40, just below 40K, okay? So let's just be cautious. Let's be ready for that. Let's get our, not financial advice, let's get our orders ready in place, okay? Get our alerts set. And let's buy some effing Bitcoin for the cheap, okay? BTFD. Ethereum, what are you doing? Looking like a piece of crap. As usual, a slow piece of crap. Ooh, short it. Short it to Valhalla. Okay? No. Yeah. Ooh, man, I might. Short. Taking a gander. Lots of liquidity down below. See a break of the dynamic reactor. Come down, come up. Bearish back test, come down. Go short. Stop loss above the high. This high. Target the low. Boom. You got to trade. Like this. There you go. There's a trade. Something of the sort. Or you could go from where we are right now. Oh, it's dumping right now. Look at that. Little bit of a move on the ether coming down. What's the one? I got one set up on something yesterday. Was it XRP? It's probably not this one. I think it was the Bitstamp chart. Let's take a look real quick. And then I'm going to get out of here. Did I do the Bitstamp chart? What chart was it? Binance, Coinbase. That was no, it's Phoenix. That's weird. I had a whole trade set up. Did I delete it? Move up. My bet. Oh, all right, cool. I don't know what, dude. I had like a whole freaking trade set up yesterday, or it was like 3 different trades. Well, that's kind of maddening. What happened? Binance? Was it Solana? No. It was XRP. Oh well. Oh well. I don't. That's kind of annoying. Essentially, I had this something of the sort. I just had like 3 different trades lined up. You know, if one hit the other, so it's kind of like this. So let's just say 0.5. Okay. And then I want to go to this high up here, and let's see my next entry. So I'll put my stop loss at where my next entry, just above where my next entry would be, which would be the golden pocket. But I'm still going to target the same high no matter what. Golden pocket, next entry. I'm going to put that just below the 702, or just above the 702 rather. No, 786. 786, because that's the one that I really like. Same target. Then if that gets triggered, then I got the 786, and then I've got the low. Still same target. And this is just to help protect yourself, but you're looking for that move to come back up to the upside. Now, if you manage your risk properly, winning just one of these 3 trades will result in profits. That's all it takes. Winning one of 4 trades even. And you got to manage your risk properly. So let's move this up. This one would be a pretty crazy one. But yeah, so you got 5% profit on a 2% risk on this one. What is this one? This one's a 4% profit on a little over 0.5%. So your risk reward ratio is almost a 7 to 1. That's pretty good. It's pretty good. And if you can hit that, awesome. If it goes lower than that, then you have another order ready to go to take that trade to the upside. And of course, the further down it goes, the more upside potential you have. So it's just one way that you can set up trades. That's the way I would look at doing that. And that's kind of like playing more of a contrarian type trader, whereas your confirmation trader is going to wait for the confirm of a breakout and then a back test. Okay, so on that, it is just like, all right, we've got these highs here. We broke out, back tested that high, kind of not giving us what we really wanted to see. We kind of fell through. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to move my top side here. And now what I want to see is a candle close above here. Make sure you're doing it on the same time frame that you are on. I want to see a 15-minute candle close above here and a back test of some kind. So candle close, right? Maybe dynamic reactor or some kind of order block gets put in here. Come back, test it. Bounce off and away we go. Ride the momentum to the upside. Ride the waves. Exit at a key level of interest, liquidity, what have you. So yeah. All right, guys. Let's see. Yo, I'm back. Yo, Just You Bakes was cooking with the kiddos. Billy, I also got a DGen coin. Not financial advice. I got some Solana. You got some Solana? On Jupiter. Solana. Have any of you heard of Solana. Mike Tyson built a coin on Solana called Solana. Not really. I mean, there is Solana, and it is based off of Mike Tyson, but it has nothing to do. He has nothing to do with the project. But yeah. All right, guys. I usually open it up for the Discord, for Discord members for the second hour, but I'm not going to do that today. I've got some stuff I need to get taken care of around the house. So I appreciate everybody that came in, stopped by, and joined. If you could, please hit that like button on your way out if you haven't already. And if you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe. I appreciate every single one of you for joining me on this Sunday morning. Looking forward to continuing this every Sunday. So love you guys, and I will see you in the next live. Mad love, peace. Ride those waves, brother. Ride the waves. Which button is it?